Morning, everybody. I had a very productive meeting with the subject leaders yesterday, and it helped me clarify some of my thoughts about, um, channels of communication in a time of school closure. I think all of us felt that we really missed the opportunity for some one-on-one, face-to-face communication with our colleagues, just nipping next door, picking up a resource, talking something through. We really felt that that was something that we'd definitely been missing over the last week or so. And I think the way that the thing that we need to do to replace that, I know you can't do it exactly, but the best option, the best channel for that, I think, is a video call on Teams. It's faster in a lot of cases than an email. It allows for discussion, and it means less time typing on the keyboard as well, less time reading messages, and also you get to see a friendly face as well. So we'd really like to use this as our main channel for communication every time there's a discussion. And it would because of that, we're going to have to change our expectations about the way that we use Microsoft Teams. Previously, if it was, when the school's open, it's very rare that I would think to pick up the phone and ring somebody up. And if I did do that, then usually I'd send them a text message or something to say, are you free? Is it okay? Are you okay to take a call? But I think during the working day, 7:40 until 2, we just need to be okay with people ringing us up on Teams for a video call. Obviously, if it's not convenient at that exact moment, if you're still in your boxer shorts, then just reject the call and pick it up later in the day. Give them a call back later in the day. If you're on a coffee break, that's fine too. If you don't pick up the call, no big deal. You're not expected to be at your computer every second of the day. And obviously, when making a call, if you check the faculty planner, all right, then you can see from the faculty planner when people are in class. So obviously, you need to avoid those times. Okay, so that's the first one, video calls on Teams. Next one, for a small group discussion, again, video call on Teams, that's got to be the best way to do it. I met with the subject leaders yesterday, so there was 6 of us on the call. It was a bit disconcerting because Teams only allows 4 of the faces to be on the call at any one time. So one person kept getting booted off the call. But it was fine, we could manage it well and we could all hear each other. And as long as there's somebody who's running the discussion, who invites other people to contribute, then that seems to work really quite well. So I'd suggest if you're doing this with students, I'd suggest that 4 students would be the maximum to go for. But it is good, you can still have a proper discussion. Obviously, we don't want to do that all the time. So there's another couple of tips there for a small group discussion. You can post in Teams using the @ and then the tab function. So for example, here, if we go into our team, into the science faculty and into general, you can see that you can set up tabs using this, manage tabs. And there's lots of tabs in there already. You can see, look, here's the year 10 physics teachers, for example, and you can see that if you just start typing @ and then that, then it will go straight to those teachers. Okay, so that's public. So you can see, here's an example here where I've invited the year 10 chemistry teachers and the year 10 physics teachers to be part of this discussion. Or you can make it private. You can set up a chat. Okay, and the reason for setting it private might be not that it's private, but just that there's no reason to. Here we go. For example, look, this is a conversation that's going on about who's going to make the screencasts. It's not private. There's nothing that's private in there, but it does help reduce the digital noise for everybody else by keeping it in a chat and keeping it off the main channel. There's nothing in there that everybody else needs to know about, so that's fine. One of the things that you can do as well is if I wanted to chat with this small group, okay, then there's the button for the video call. Okay, so that's one way to do this. If you're doing a small group discussion, okay, if you've set up the chat with who's in the chat and the people who are in that chat, okay, then you can just click on this button here to have a video call with just those people on the chat. Okay. For a large group discussion, we tried that at the faculty meeting and it wasn't a discussion. So once you go past about 4 or 5 people on the call, really, I think the way to go with it is to break into smaller groups and then have a video call, in those smaller groups. And that's what we trialed last faculty meeting. That seemed to work quite well. So thank you for that. If for a shorter discussion, then obviously you can post in Teams, and we've got specific channels set up within Teams to facilitate that. For example, the physics teaching team, here's the chat that's going on within there. Okay, I hope that was useful. I guess the main change to the way that we work is just to expect people to call you, and don't be fazed if you get cold calls from other members of the faculty. Okay, thanks.